a new happy new year, because this is the first day that we are meeting after the new year. And I would like to again give you another small gift, that is your marks of the term test examinations. And hopefully some of the students have done that, but some are not. But so please, so this is new experience to you. In other subjects, you don't have term tests in online environment, so that is okay. But so if you do this, you will really enjoy, right? That's why I suggested this method. It actually is not. I didn't make it like strict, but I have tried to introduce this concept. So maybe next time you can enjoy this very well, right? So let's go to the grade 7 one. And I know my papers are not easy, a little bit tough. So you might get low marks. So, but that doesn't mean you are not performing. So you can see here how you have scored marks for your grade 7 examination. And I'm really happy two students got more than 90. Shamin, Danuli, 93. Shamin, 91.5 is very good. Yenuki and Deomin still not graded because you have submitted later. That's why it's not graded yet. Others have not looked into the exams. That is not good. So you could have like taken the exam and let's see. So even you get 40 marks, I'm happy because these exams are not really easy. It's scheduled like, so I expected you to score this anyhow. So if you have scored 90, that is super, right? Okay, let's grade 1 paper and let's who's here today? Yenuki, are you here? Yenuki? No, it seems Yenuki is not here. Deomin, are you here? Yeah.
Yes, teacher. Yes, sir.
Okay, Deomin, I'm going to grade your one right there. Okay. So for the moment, you got 40 out of 100 because you have some ungraded answers that I have to grade. Like I have to grade, then only you'll get marks for that. Okay. Right. So let's see. So let's discuss the paper from the beginning. So the question number 1, so asking which of the following is not an example for computer software? Not an example for computer software. Operating system is a software, word processing software, spreadsheet software, but monitor is hardware. So the answer is easy, it's B. And the next one, CPU stands for, so similar terms are given, but you know the exact wording. What is the wording? Central Processing Unit. So you have selected that, straightforward, you get the marks. But there are some similar answers, right? That is to cheat. So you have to be smart and select the correct answer. Central Processing Unit. You can't guess because all are same, all looks like same. So you can't guess, you have to know the correct answer. Which of the following is equivalent to a 1 microsecond? 1 microsecond. Microsecond means, so millisecond means 1 divided by 1000. Microsecond means 1 divided by million. That means 1 divided by 1 and 6 zeros. Then you will have 5 zeros in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the first answer. Right? You have done it correctly. So if you have any errors, any doubts, any issues, please ask, right? Okay, so let's move to the next one. Which technology is used in 3rd generation computers? Vacuum tubes in the 1st generation. 2nd generation?
Transistor.
3rd generation?
IC.
IC means?
Integrated circuits.
Integrated circuits. 4th generation?
Microprocessor.
Microprocessors. Any other names for microprocessors? So microprocessors we call microprocessors. If you don't know, there are some other names we call LSI, large scale integration, and VLSI, very large scale integration. So those are some other names for microprocessors. And if you don't know, what is fifth generation? Fifth generation?
AI, artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. So we call this ultra large scale integration. Ultra large scale integration. Artificial intelligence and ultra large scale integration.
So what is their technology?
Sorry?
What is their technology, like vacuum tubes, transistors, microprocessors? Are they
Yeah.
what is their technology?
Technology is ultra large scale integration.
I mean the technology like microprocessor
Yeah,
or
it's like so several microprocessors are combined and create these ULSI circuits. ULSI is also a chip. ULSI is also a chip. Ultra large scale integration means it's also a chip, but chip of chips. Several microprocessors are inside. This is VLSI, but in ULSI, several microprocessors are inside that. Dual core, quad core, octa core, hexa core like. So inside this, there are some more microprocessors. Understood?
what if we connect that into a normal microcomputer?
You can't, because
Why?
that is like you connect your brain to a dog or cat. So what will happen? If you connect human brain, yeah, that other systems will not support. The other components will not support that operation. That's why. You can connect, you can anyhow connect, but it looks like tracing because the other components will not support. So it's underdeveloped component and overdeveloped component together. So then that is like a mess. So this should work with some developed components, not with underdeveloped components, because underdeveloped components cannot understand what that brain is. Right? Even you plug human brain to an animal, so the animal system will wonder what that shit is. What is this? I don't like this, because it doesn't know what to do, how to do, and what this thinking pattern is. It will be tracy. Right. Okay. So you can try, but try as a research, but so you know it's abnormal. Right. ALU indicates yes, arithmetic and logical unit. Which of the following is not an example for optical media device? Compact disc is CD, is optical. Digital versatile disc is DVD. Blu-ray is also optical. Floppy is what? What is the technology used by floppy?
It's
Yes?
magnetic.
It's
Magnetic storage device.
Magnetic storage device, correct. Magnetic storage device. Okay, then which of the following users to communicate easier with the computer? So which of the following support user to communicate easily with the computer? Yes. Who assist user to connect with the computer? Who's the middleman? Yes, exactly. Operating system is the middleman. Which of the following is should not be done in the computer lab? Enter in without shoes. Yes. Clean dust. Bring the foods to school. Bring the food to school is okay, but should not bring it to the lab, right? So these are okay. Cleaning dust is okay. Entering without shoes okay, but playing is not allowed. It's not good. So then, which of the following is function as input and output device both? Asking input, output both features. Yes. So they mean why you have selected mouse? Mouse is only for input. As input device and output device. Yes, it is touch screen. Touchscreen, you can feed inputs, you can touch and give inputs, and you can take the outputs by, because it's a stream.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
This question is the 9th one, right?
Yeah.
Sir, but my 9th one is a bit different.
Yeah, it's shuffling. It's shuffling. It's changing.
Oh,
Can be.
okay.
Right? The questions are actually going here and there. So that is randomizing, shuffling, not the same, right? Sometimes you might get this as a first question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I have a question, in my paper.
What's that?
It says list down the 10 files name extensions with related applications.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
So,
Wait, we'll discuss. Right?
okay.
Okay, then so the answer for this is touchscreen, because touchscreen has input and output capabilities, right? So if you don't know, please write touchscreen can be used to give inputs similar to the mouse, and it is an output device too. It's similar to mouse, you can give inputs to touchscreen, and it is an output device too. So touchscreen is both input and output device. That's why the answer is this. Okay, let's move to the next question quickly. Finish. Okay. Technology used in the central processing units, laptop, tablets, personal computer is microprocessors. Yes, it's microprocessors, correct. Okay, so units are measured in the processor speed of the computer. To measure the processor speed, so you have to select appropriate word, single word. So your answer has 3 words. That's the error here. So you have to select the appropriate single word, that is gigahertz. Gigahertz is used to measure the speed. You have to select from this. It is GHz, gigahertz. Because other units are not used now. Now we are using gigahertz. The most recent and suitable answer is gigahertz. The currently processing data and instructions are temporarily stored in cache memory. Yes, it's cache memory. Pen drive is storage device, right? Not a temporary storage. It's a storage device. Hard disk is also storage device. Printer is output device. Cache is the appropriate answer for this. The operating system works as a resource manager. Yes, operating system works as resource manager. I have given this answer when introducing the operating system. It's working as a resource. It's middleman, and it also OS is the middleman. So please write down if you don't know, between hardware and users. It is also working as a resource manager, managing hardware, files and storage, users, network, other applications, etc. It's managing the resources. So please write down this as an explanation, right? This is what operating system is. Question number 14. Vacuum tubes were used in the first generation. Yes, vacuum tubes first generation, second generation transistors, third IC, fourth microprocessors, and fifth ULSI or AI. Used when storing data information are used when storing data information and programs for a long time. If you want to store something for a long time, so what do you use? Can you use ROM? Read-only memory? We are not allowed to use ROM. අපිට ROM එක use කරන්න බෑ. කවුද ROM එක use කරන්නේ? Manufacturer. නිෂ්පාදකයා තමයි read only memory එක use කරන්නේ. This is read only. We can't store our data, information, programs in the ROM.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I wrote auxiliary memory, but it's incorrect.
Check the spellings, please. Check the spellings again. So I'll check, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you mistakenly write something, even with a single letter error, it's error. So that's the issue.
Okay, sir.
Because this is computers, no? Computers, it wants high accuracy. You know, it's not like people. If I mark the paper, if I'm the mark of this paper, I might give you marks. But the computer is marking your paper. If it find a single letter mistake, it will give mark that as error. So that is the issue. Don't worry. So you have to work with the computer. No, computer is highly accurate. That's why.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry much, right? Okay, DVD uses optical technology. Yes, it's true. DVD uses optical technology. Pen drive uses solid state memory. Yes, it's a solid state device. What are the other solid state devices other than pen drive?
Solid state drive, flash, memory cards,
Memory
SD
cards, yes, memory cards, solid state, hard disks, memory cards. Those are also solid state.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Do we use external, HDDs as external hard disks?
External hard disks, yes. For what? As solid state devices.
Do we use HDD? Hard disk drives as external hard disks?
Yes, we are using. Usually we are using HDDs as external hard disks.
Okay, sir.
There are some called enclosures, right? So there are some called hard disk enclosures. So if you use this kind of enclosure, inside that you can enclose HDD. This is what you're asking, no?
Sir.
Yeah, normal hard disk, you can enclose it inside this kind of enclosure.
Yeah.
And then you can use that as a normal external hard disk here.
And also, I'm talking about those not enclosures actually.
Then
the normal one.
Yeah, the normal one can be used inside an enclosure. Directly you are not putting it. It's not safe to directly put the hard disk. Directly plug the hard disk externally, it's not safer. So therefore, we are using special component called enclosure. Enclosure කියලා component එකක් ඇතුළට දාලා තමයි ඒක use කරන්නේ. මොකද directly hard එකක් plug කරන එක safe නෑ.
Okay, that means all the external hard disks are enclosures like things.
Not everything. There are some SSDs. හැම එකම enclosure based නෑ. සමහර ඒවා කෙලින්ම external ම හදලා තියෙනවා. Enclosure එකක් හරහා නෙවෙයි.
Find it?
Sorry?
How can we find it?
By removing the cover. Just by browsing in the internet. Right? The brand you can browse in the internet. Because so all are not enclosures, right? All are not enclosures. Some are created like external hard disks only. So that is without, it's coming without enclosure.
Okay, sir.
Right. So here, external SSD. So this is external SSD. So normally this is so if you remove the cover and see what's inside, so normally you will not find general SSD. It's coming as external SSD only. There are some, right? Okay. VLSI stand for versatile large scale integration. No, it's very large scale integration. Very large scale, not versatile large scale integration. That's a trap එකක් දාලා තියෙන පොඩි. මේක අපි කතා කරේ නෑනේ. Binary files and text files are the main file types. Yes. There are two file types. Ekak binary and text. Binary files means the files that you cannot open as a text. Example, you can say JPG, pictures, movies, and MP4,
that files,
MP3, yes. Even DOCX, Word files are binary. Text files. So what are the text files? TXT,
TXT,
Python, HTML, Java.
For rich text document.
Rich text come in under this, right? RTF.
PDF.
Binary. PDF come in under this. PDF. It's not text. So the TXT, Python, HTML, Java, CSS, log files. So these are normally text files. You can edit as text only. Characters are the only symbols used in these files. Only characters. But this has more, right? Characters, graphics, music, text, images. That's why these are called binary. So maybe you don't know, this is quite beyond your syllabus. Something beyond your syllabus, but it's better to know this. Okay. So the simple way to remember this is, if a file contain image, multimedia, sound, video, graphic, then that is a binary file. A file like actually මොනවා හරි graphic කැලලක්, video කැලලක්, text එකක්, image එකක්, clip එකක් මොනවා හරි තියෙනවා. So doc file, word file, inside word file you can have graphics, clip arts, shapes. That means it will become binary. But if that file only has text, characters and numbers, then that is a text file. Characters and numbers only, then that is a text file. So those are the two categories of files. Okay, let's go to the next. VLSI is very large scale integration, right? Not versatile large scale integration, it's very large scale integration. Okay, so this is easy question. 10 out of 10, I think you got 10 out of 10, good. So you know the devices. The first one is, yes, what is the answer for the first one?
Scanner.
Scanner. Second?
Printer.
Printer. Third?
Monitor.
Monitor. Fourth?
System unit.
Fifth?
It's the CD DVD drive. CD DVD drive, sir.
So can you show the answers, please? Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So fifth is CD DVD, sixth is floppy, and seventh is speaker. Eighth, you can see microphone.
Microphone.
Then mouse and keyboard.
Keyboard.
Right. So then let's go to the unrated answers. Okay, so write down 5 output devices and the output types. Output devices: monitor, printer, headphone, computer speaker, projector. Yes. But output types are not mentioned. They mean monitor, output in, yes, images or visual data. Printer.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Output devices with the output types. You have to mention the type, right? Monitor, soft copy of visual data. So others also better write down if you have not done, right? Printer, hard copy.
Excuse me, sir.
Of visual data. Yes.
Sir, you have only marked one question. I mean, You have only gave 1 mark to my question.
So which one? This one.
This
Right.
one. Yes.
I'll recheck. Right. I'll recheck what has happened. Right? Printer, then headphones. Headphones, it's audio. Speaker is also audio. Projector is again soft copy of visual data. So these are the complete, this is complete answer. So this is, I can give a partial credit of 2.5 for this. Shamin, you had a problem, no? So what you were saying?
Sir, my one was one of my questions were not correct. I mean, they have marked right.
Wait,
1 out of 5.
wait. Let me go and check your paper, classes. And this is grade 7 English medium 1.
Sir, you
And
have given me 0.5 marks for that. I haven't write output types, but I had write that output devices.
wait. This is your one. Which question is that?
It's 23.
23. Okay. No. So this is when you mark it correct. 23 is why we use storage, why we need storage devices other than main memory and ROM. This is 23. Shami?
Not. Yes, sir, it's 23. I guess.
Is this the one?
No.
I think no. It's coming in the this one.
That one.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, so when you got this, when you got correct, so when you, for an example, when it is partially correct, I'll put like 5. Sorry, not 2.5. Let's say I put 2.5. Then your marks, can you see it's 89?
Yes, sir.
Right? But if it is fully correct, it will automatically count 5 out of 5. It's 91.5. So don't worry, you got the full marks.
Sir, but my question says it's only 1 upon
1
5.
means like it's a full, it's but anyway, the ultimate calculation shows the correct one, no?
Okay. Yes,
Right?
sir, yes.
Okay, so don't worry. So it has, you have taken the full mark. So therefore, it represents in your marks. So you can just see the incorrect ones. This is incorrect. So this is incorrect because you have hertz instead of gigahertz. This is incorrect. Just deduct those marks, and auxiliary memory, you have the spelling mistake here. Small spelling mistake. So, but incorrect. This one is also incorrect because binary text files have 2 file size. That is true. You have marked false. That is incorrect. And this is partial. This is the other place that you got partial marks. Actually, yeah, this is a problem. This one is graded wrong. List down 10 file name extensions with the related applications. So this actually docx word correct, txt text correct, pptx PowerPoint, Excel SX related, yeah, Excel, PDF, Acrobat, database, publisher, JPEG, not just Google Photos. You can say picture weavers, Windows Photo Weaver, PSD Photoshop. 1, 2, 3,
I
4.
named as Google Photos, sir, because I wrote different kinds of software.
Right, okay. So that depends. But anyway, this can be given full marks. So you can give 5.
Right.
With that, your marks will be changed. I agree with that. So that one is incorrectly marked. So I have corrected that. So that will change the rank. Right, okay. Right, then, so finish writing this. Okay, likewise, if you have doubt, please ask, then I can recorrect that, right? Okay, so I think you are finished writing this. Next, let's go. Briefly describe the central processing unit and its parts. The central processing unit is a computer. Of a computer is a piece of hardware that carries typical. What is OUTE? What is that? Typical CPU has number of components. The first is ALU, which performs simple arithmetic and logical operations. Second is CU. Third one is memory registers. Yeah, you have explained that well, but so I cannot give the full marks because you have not explained everything perfectly. CPU is similar to our brain. It performs processing related to the inputs and producing outputs. It has ALU, arithmetic and logical unit, CU, control unit, and registers, as well as cache. So these are the components inside the CPU. Registers, temporary memory cells, cache, temporary memory. So these are the components available. So if you forget cache, I have given the marks because cache is not there in your book. ALU, it does arithmetic and logical operations. Arithmetic means you have to give the examples. Arithmetic, plus, minus, division, multiplication, like arithmetic operations, and logical operations such as comparisons. Comparisons. You have to say less than, greater than, those are some comparisons. Control unit sends control signals to each device, similar to traffic police. Registers, temporary memory cells, helps in calculations and logical processing. Temporary memory stores data until it is taken to process, and even after the process. So this is the complete answer. So minor mistakes are allowed. Minor mistakes are allowed, but so I have given full marks. So if you have done something, so for this one you can give 4 marks maximum. Because you have not explained this one. CU and memory register, you have not explained the purpose. If you have explained the purpose, even not this answer, I have given the marks. Okay, quickly write down this. All right, let's move to the next questions, 22 and 23. Why we need storage devices other than the main memory and ROM? Other than the main memory and ROM. In personal computer, memory does not retain data with electricity is turned off, but while it on, it has quick access and open files. The storage drive, however, allows you to permanently store data. Yes. So that is the reason. So simple thing is ROM is read-only, RAM is the main memory is temporary. So you need a permanent way to store data. So idea is there, so you got the full marks. I think others know the same, right? So
Yes, sir.
same, similar thing. So to store something permanently, you need storage data because main memory is temporary, ROM is read-only. Main memory is temporary, ROM is read-only. Therefore, you need some more storage. Give 5 examples for free and open source operating systems. Ubuntu, Fedora, MS-DOS. Free and open source. MS-DOS, DOS, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS. What do you think? Is it free and open source?
No, sir, it's
No.
paid.
Only Ubuntu, Fedora, and what else? You can say Linux, Mint,
Red,
Debian, Android,
Red Hat,
BlackBerry.
Red Hat, yes, Red Hat,
OS.
Red Hat.
Code, not free.
BlackBerry.
Mac OS is free, but is it open source? It can be taken as open source, but it's free. Mac OS is free. So
Windows
then,
7, Windows 10.
sorry?
So Windows 7, Windows 10.
Yeah, Windows 7, Windows 10 are operating system, but those are not free and open source, right? Those are not free and open source. That's the idea here. Windows 10, 7 operating systems, agree, but not free and open source. That's right. You have to pay and get that. Right? So Red Hat, then you can say Kali, Linux, and Fedora, yes, Debian, Fedora, Ubuntu, Kubuntu, Enubuntu, even Sri Lanka, you have Antana Linux. So those are, so if you write Linux versions, you are safe. Linux livanam, Linux operating system tikak livanam, you will get it. So this is partially correct. So you have 2 points there. Okay, others should understand this, right? Free and open source. Free and open source. Windows is not free, not open source even. Okay.